Welcome all to our next session on box plots. In this session, we'll be seeing how box plots can be visualized by using some dummy data, which is being already present in your R libraries. It is empty cars. So box plots are the measures of how well data is being distributed across the entire data sets. Right? It divides the data set into three different quartiles. Right? So there are three different quartiles. First will be the middle one, that is first quartile, then median, and the third quartile. Right? So this is how the data is divided into box plots. Then this graph can also represent the minimum, maximum, the average, the first quartile, the intermediate, the third quartile of your entire data set, right? So this is how box plot can give so n number of visualizations, right? So what data type data set we are going to use, I'll show you. We are going to use empty cars, which is already built in your R. Yeah, you can see this table. This is for our reference. We are having 11 columns and 32 different rows which are having these models, right? So these models will see some information regarding this. We are having mpg, cyl stands for cylinder, the displacement, the horsepower, the weight. All right, automatic or manual am, this is the number of gears, right? We'll see this. To check out the information regarding empty cars, you can go to help right here as empty cars and search, right? So empty stands for motor trend car road test, right? So you can see a small description of this entire table before going to implement box plot on this. So this table is inbuilt in your R dataset, right? You can find it over here. So talking about this empty cars, this data is extracted from 1974 Motor Trend US magazine, and it compromises some fuel consumption, 10 different aspects of automobile design, and performance of 32 automobiles. So there are 32 entries of these different car models over here. Okay, now let's move on to this data frame. So we are having 32 rows, 32 observations, and 11 columns. Those are 11 values. These variables, will see mpg stands for miles per gallon. So in US, instead of liters, it is calculated as in miles, whereas in kilometers. cyl stands for number of cylinders of these car models are having. disp is the displacement. HP is the horsepower. DRAT, it is the axle ratio. How long is the car? The axle ratio from the actual wheel to the engine. Then WT is weight. QSEC is 1/4 mile time. VS stands for engine, whether it is V-shaped or straight. So V will be for V-shaped, either the value is 0. If it is 1, it will be straight, right? So that's how the engines are designed. Either they are in a V-shaped manner, the cylinders are designed in such manner, and or they are straight. Now, see, normally in sports cars we have V-shaped, and in normal cars we have a straight engine. Then AM as automatic transmission or manual transmission. Then number of gear, and number of carburetors, right? So this is a general information of how data set can be, a data frame can be. So these are the total entries of what we are having the data, right? So this is inbuilt in your RStudio. You can search over here, get the detailed information from help by typing the data set name, right? So we'll move on to back to studio, right? You can get the entire structure of what data set you're going to study. by str empty cars. It will be seeing all these 11 variables and the 32 observations in a single line. Okay, so this is the structure. You can also go for summary, right? So summary will give you the information of all 11 observations with respect to the minimum value, your first quartile, your median, mean, third quartile, and the maximum value, right? This first quartile and third quartile will be essential while you see or you visualize your box plot, right? So you must be first aware of the different constraints which are related to box plot. Then you can understand how this empty cars is being visualized into your plot area over here. Okay, so let's start with box plot. As we have studied some few charts on plots in our previous sessions, these will also have some parameters. I'll list out one by one. So what we are going to see is from these empty cars we are going to compare miles per gallon column and the number of cylinders, right? So it will be mpg with this tilt sign cyl, right? So this will be our data, right? So I'll make one by one listing. So on what data we are going to apply? We are going to see empty cars, right? So this is our data set name. Then we'll name x axis and y axis. Number of cylinders. This is miles per gallon. And the title for the chart. Okay, right. So these are some basic parameters. We'll see some more. First we'll execute this. Okay, now we are having x-axis, y-axis, and a box plot, right? So this bold line represents your interquartile range, that is IQR. So this will be your first quartile, this will be your third quartile, and beyond this you can see your horizontal lines. Beyond these, if any point exists, those are called as outliers, right? So these are some of the basic instructions regarding box plot. If you are aware of these parameters, you can easily use this inbuilt data set for empty cars and start visualizing box plots. So I'll add some more parameters in it. You can also have a notch. I'll give the width for that variable. We'll give some color also. Now we'll divide it into three different categories, as now we are having here 4 cylinders, 6 cylinders, and 8 cylinders, right? Now what I'll do is I'll change it from its severity, that is high, medium, and low. So we'll see green, yellow, and red. And the names for it. Okay, so these are sufficient. Now I'll execute the entire thing, and we can have some here into this color form, right? You can see there's a notch over here now. Okay, so this is just a representation, beautiful representation for box plots. Notch is being false here, no issues. It will still, there's a just a warning for box plot. So this is how you draw a box plot. Now we have some different plot charts. We have histogram, we have seen already in our previous example. Even these box plots can be later on designed into Voilin plots, right? Then we have for Voilin plot we have Voiplot library where you can visualize it. Then we can also draw as bag plots here, right? So those are some advanced because we need some different kind of data to display it. Also we have scatter plots, right? Line graphs. So these different charts we'll be seeing in our upcoming sessions. So this was all about box plot.